All right, so let's get some conclusion here, some closure on, is this a date or not, that we have been diving into here for the last couple of days? Because she didn't want this thing to be a date. Then she wanted it to be a date. So how do you get out of that?
All right, so this is a friend that she's had for a while, and it goes back to when they were at a friend's birthday party, and it was a Top Gun theme because that's the year he was born, and they had this bonding moment over Top Gun and watched the movie together the next day. Now, fast forward, the sequel comes out, and he's like, you can't go see the sequel without me because they have this Top Gun history. And she was like, yeah, cool, okay. And then he wanted to do dinner before the movie. And she was freaking out because this is a guy she's friend zoned. And she's like, I don't want him to think this is a date. This can't be a date. He can't think this is a date. And so we tried to give her some tips. She ends up going out with him and she just wants this to be as a friend. But as she's hanging out with him, she realizes, OMG, I want this to be a date. I'm so comfortable with him. I love being in his presence. Like, this is a really good guy. And so they go to dinner, they watch the movie, and they part ways. And that is it. So now she's trying to figure out, how can I go out with him again and defriend zone him?
Yes, so she wanted to friend zone him, and then either he picked up on that or didn't have the feelings and then friend zoned her. Like, when they parted, he gave her like one of those little things on the top of the head where you just like...
Oh, like the rubbing...
You run your hand.
Good game.
See you around, friend. Bye, friend. So now she was thinking, how do I get back in with this guy and make him see me differently? So here's the update that she sent us in email. And if you got something going on in your life you want to share with us, hit us at thebertshow.com. Mo's got it.
Hey, Bert Show. Sorry that I'm just now getting back to you. I know it's late, but my quote-unquote date just ended. He and I went to dinner right after work at about 5 p.m. It's now 1 a.m., and he just left my place.
Okay.
We had an incredible night.
Okay.
I am certain that it is safe to say it was definitely a date.
Okay. Let's go.
He picked me up at my place right after he got off work. I was afraid it wasn't a date because of the timing. It seems that he would go home, shower, and get me for a late dinner if it was really a date. However, he explained that he had to be up early in the morning and he knew he could spend more time with me the earlier we went out.
Okay. Green light.
That makes sense. Of course, his intention of getting to bed early didn't work out.
Go get him.
That's because we had such a great time that we continued the evening and he came over to my place after dinner. We hung out in my place until just a little bit ago when he left. I'm sure you're wondering if anything physical happened between us.
Nah, hadn't even crossed my mind. Perv? No.
Well, yes. We kissed. We kissed several times, in fact. However, he did not try anything beyond that. I'm not disappointed that he didn't. He was a perfect gentleman. I am going to assume he did not try anything else because he actually likes me and sees the potential for something long term. I'm sure you're rolling your eyes. Bert?
No,
don't say that. I'm just playing.
I did not see one eye roll in the studio.
I was into it.
But I feel that is the case.
Because it is the case, girl.
So, he just left and he already texted me to say he missed me. He asked me to come to his place after work. I agreed. So this will be 3 times in 1 week that we will have gone out. I honestly don't know why I didn't have any feelings for him in the past. It makes me wonder how many good things or good opportunities we overlook when they are right underneath our nose.
So this is like the perfect scenario, right? Don't we hear this as the cliche, like the relationships that really start off as a friendship are really, really strong because you already know who the people are. So they already had this sort of mutual attraction for each other as friends, and they're just going next level.
Yep, they had that foundation. And also, too, relationships, timing is everything. So she just wasn't ready for that relationship, but now she is now. And as long as they're on the same page as far as timing goes, and it sounds like they are, then this has the potential to thrive.
Yeah, she definitely shouldn't overlook this one or overthink it because she already getting in her head about it. I think you should just let this play out. This happened the exact way it was supposed to.
Now, let's just go ahead and assume that he didn't try anything else because he is a gentleman.
Yes.
I can tell you as a guy that has fought stomach problems his entire life up until recently, I can tell you that I have been out on dates that ended up in an apartment of a girl after dinner, and kissing starts, and then I realize, all right, what I just had about an hour and a half ago, that's not going to be good for the next chapter that's supposed to happen here. And it would appear as though I was a gentleman and I just bailed on the date.
Why are you trying to make diarrhea enter the chat?
I'm saying in this case, I'm sure he was a perfect gentleman, and this is
was.
working out great.
He did
And
not
that's
have
it.
the bubble guts.
No, that's your stomach, man.
Yes.
That's not everybody's stomach.
Tiffany and I still have it's kind of an unsaid rule that we just know, like on date night, if eating occurs first in the night, that's the end of the night.
I have legit never thought about that in my life.
You need
Really?
to stop
Never.
projecting your
No.
stomach problems
Yeah,
onto
yeah.
other people.
Yeah, she's the same way, man. She's like, I'll be honest with you, Bert, pretty much is like, you better get this before we eat. Because it's not going to happen afterwards.
Y'all are perfect for each other.
Yes, you are.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get a lot more of The Bert Show for free on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.